Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel CSN IT Tutorials by Vrishali. In today's session we will discuss one of the most important topic, that is demand paging. Let's start the session. In our previous session we have discussed about the concept of paging and segmentation. I have given simplest explanation with solved examples. I have attached link of that videos in below description box. This topic are the most important topic for your university exam as well as GATE exam purpose. So let's watch it and clear your concept regarding paging and segmentation. Now, in today's session we will discuss first what exactly demand paging diagram or their view, then advantages of demand paging, and at the end some important question bank. Let's see all these points one by one. The first question is what exactly demand paging? As we discussed earlier, in operating system, there are multiple processes and every process required the memory for execution purpose and storing purpose. So in operating system, demand paging is one of the memory management technique. They use different page replacement algorithms like FIFO, LRU, MRU and optimal algorithms for demand paging purpose. We will discuss every algorithm with solve examples in our next session. Now see here in this particular diagram. In your operating system, there are total two types of memory, primary memory and secondary memory. So your complete process, program is stored into the secondary memory. Suppose your process has total 5 pages. So this 5 pages stored into the secondary memory. Now CPU want to execute the page number 1. So this particular page goes from secondary memory to main memory as per the demand of CPU. So this process is called as swap out. Means when pages load from secondary memory to main memory, this is called swap out. And after execution of that page, they again goes from main memory to secondary memory. So this process is called swap in. It means that not all pages are stored in your physical memory, in your RAM. As per the demand of CPU, these pages swap out from secondary memory to main memory for execution purpose. And this is the concept of demand paging. Now let's understand this concept in detail with example. Now see here, in your system there is a secondary memory. Assume that there are total 4 pages are present in secondary memory like P0, P1, P2 and P3. Okay. Now on the another side there is a CPU. CPU is connected with the page table. As we discussed earlier, in paging there is a page table. Page table is map your logical memory with your physical memory because CPU is interacted with the logical memory only. So this page table has total two columns, page number and frame number. Suppose CPU want to execute P0 page, but P0 page is not present in page table. Why? See, this page table is connected with the physical memory, means RAM in your system. And this physical memory is divided into the multiple frames like F0, F1, F2 and F3. So as per the page table, F2 frame stored the page number 1 and F3 frame stored P2. Okay. Now, but CPU want to execute page P0 and P0 not present in page table, right? Which is because they're not present in your physical memory for execution purpose. So when page is not present in physical memory, so this thing is called as page fault or page miss. At that time, your valid bit mention is equal to 0. Now, at this particular situation, operating system take the control of your system. Operating system requests the secondary memory, that CPU demanding the P0 page. So secondary memory send P0 page to the operating system. This is called swap out. Okay, fetching page from secondary memory to main memory for execution. This process is called as swap out. Now operating system take this P0 page and load into your physical memory where there is a free slot is available. So this P0 page loaded at the frame 1. And now this data is updated into the page table, like P0 is present at F1 frame, and this page gives to the CPU for execution purpose. So this is called demand paging. Not every page is present in physical memory. As per the demand of CPU, pages are fetched or swap out from secondary memory to main memory for execution purpose. Now, let's assume that CPU want to execute P2 page. So P2 is already present in physical memory, right? So when your page is already present, this thing is called as page hit, and at that time valid bit is equal to 1. So this kind of concept is called as demand paging. Now let's understand what are the advantages of demand paging. One of the main advantages is optimal memory utilization. Means you have to load only required pages into the RAM. That's why they reduce the wastage of memory and also giving space to more process for execution purpose. Second advantage is they reduce the startup time. Means already wanted pages or already required pages that are loaded into your RAM in physical memory. So they open particular application, particular program more efficiently or on time. Third advantage is the support for large program. Suppose you have a large number of process or large number of program. So no need to load completely into the random access memory. You have to store it into the secondary memory because secondary memory has more storage as compared to your physical memory. So as per the demand of CPU, you can load the particular pages, particular process into the physical memory for execution purpose. So that's why it is one of the best for the large programs or large number of codes. The next advantage is dynamic memory management. As we discussed, operating system has multiple process and every process required the memory, right? So operating system allocates or remove pages from the memory by using different page replacement algorithm. So these all process have performed more efficiently. Next advantage is efficient use of secondary storage. As we discussed, all the pages have stored in secondary memory. But to perform swap out operation only when CPU demanding a particular page. That's why they reduce unnecessary input output operations on the disk. And last advantage is they enhance the system stability because efficient memory handling is there in operating system due to paging, segmentation and also page replacement algorithm, right? So they prevent memory exhaustion, reducing the unnecessary crashes and slow down your system. Basically, your system work properly and more efficiently. That's why demand paging, this concept available in operating system. Now, as per your previous year question paper, one of the most important and frequently asked question is explain demand paging with the help of neat diagram. So, you have to dot the diagram that I have mentioned on our previous slide and just explain it properly for 6 marks. So, this is all about the demand paging. Thank you. Keep learning.